Hi there, I'm Michael, and welcome to my studio in a hot summer day in Lower Hutt, Wellington, New Zealand. And I make guitars, and I'm on a journey to make, well, first off, the whole idea to make 10 guitars. Each guitar has one string more than the next, and this one here that I'm working on, that's a 6 string. So I've made other guitars along the way, and I'm going to show you some of them and hook them up to my amp and have a little bit of just a show and tell of what I do. Eventually what I want to do is get 10 artists together, and they will take away an instrument, learn how to play it, and then come back and we create a couple of pieces. So I suppose what I'm doing is creating a string ensemble. I know very little about composing music, but hey, the whole idea of something new in this art journey of mine is the challenge of learning a whole lot of new stuff, along with making guitars. It's been 2.5 years into this at the moment, and it's been a very interesting journey, and I've learned a lot about making guitars. There's a massive science behind it, and it's really interesting and quite exciting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first guitar I made, and it's this one here. And $1 bowl from the second-hand shop, and walnut neck. And I made this 2.5 years ago. Bit out of tune at the moment, and it's a slide guitar. So please just, it's definitely out of tune. It works okay. I'm not entirely happy with it. It's the first guitar. And then I sort of thought, right, okay, I'm going to make other ones. I don't really want to make sort of just your normal looking sort of guitar. I mean, I don't know what's normal. And the next one I made was this 1 string, and this started the journey to make 10 strings. And I like this one. And so this is Bo Diddley, or Diddley Bo, and Maury hubcap, and a bowl that I turned on the lathe to fit the hubcap. That's just a bit of walnut. On the end here we have a wing mirror connection off our old Holden, and I think this handle here is off an old Singer Gazelle, which I got out of my dad's shed. In here it's just a piezo pickup, pretty easy. Bit of pipe for a neck, and just simple nut and bolt for the bridge and nut. Next little one I made was a little bit more extreme, and it's a 2 string, and this is made out of a time switch box, possibly used on an old lampshade and all that sort of carry on. In here I discovered that the coils in an old toaster, they work quite well as a pickup. So I'm going to hook this up. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much with the video. I'll just hook it up with my little amp. One thing I like about this one is that I can hit it with the strum stick. And on here it's got these little wee sort of, well, the casting of the boxes, sort of like a grater, eh? And the whole thing's alive. There's about 3 other pickups in here, and inside there's a Rod Silver bowl for a resonator. Always wanted my own dobro. It's probably about the closest I can get to it. So that's my diddly diddly bow, being a 2-string. Just put that on the stand. It's a bit awkward to stand up that one. The next one was this 3-string. And that's a bit crazy too as well. It might be in tune, I haven't played it for a while. This one's a lot more crazier. I get crazier as I go along. So double hubcaps. I think they're Chrysler hubcaps, not too sure. So front and back. Inside there's a wooden rim. Resonator in here. This here is a light switch sconce, thing that comes off the wall, including that bit there. So these twirly bits here were connected to this, came out with the light on the wall. I like playing around with antiques, it's great. Matai neck, and got a bit of copper plate for a fretboard. I mean, it's pointless with the fretboard on here, but it just sort of shows where all the intonations are. One thing that I like to sort of share is this Music Factory. I got it for a birthday gift, and that here has just got everything about Scar box guitars, all strange looking instruments, and in the back there it's got all your well, here we go, all your scales for your necks and all that sort of thing. You probably can't see it. So that makes life a lot easier when I'm building my necks. I'll show you my 4-string, but that's in the box, and that got damaged during the 7.8 earthquake that happened in Kaikoura last year, and so that's going to get repaired. I'm going to it was an upright double bass. I'm going to take it down to a cello, and I'll keep you posted with that one. So that's a 4-string. The next one, I went one step. This one here is a fretless 5-string fretless bass. I can't play the bass. I've had friends play this bass guitar, and it's quite interesting. It's very heavy, but then I put it up next to my other bass guitar that I got here, and it's close to the similar weights. I mean, what can I say? I mean, this here, oops, this here, the surrounds here, this I bought from Antique Shop in Bulls, and that used to be all connected to this centerpiece here, and that sort of ran at the back of an antique sort of piece of furniture, sort of like that, and this is taken, you know, I said before, it's taken 6 months to build this. It's got a carry bowl that I turn on the lathe. It's got Myri and Matai neck, and it's got a Myri and Matai sort of faceplate on here too as well. Everything on this I've pretty much made, except for I've just bought a pickup and just put a new surround over it. The bridges and the nuts are all made out of brass, and yeah, no, it's a beautiful piece of work. I like to hear that one play. So that's my 5-string. This one here that I'm working on, I'll take it out of the vise. So it's just started their car across the road. So this is going to be my 6-string, and it's looking something like that. So being left-handed, I thought, right, okay, I want my own left-handed 6-string, and this is starting to feel quite nice. I've been going pretty hard over these past few days. I don't have much time. Being a school teacher as well, it's sort of school holidays are, especially this year, is pretty busy making guitars. So that's going to be my 6-string. I've got all the parts there ready to go on. I reckon I'm going to start French polishing this probably about Monday once I finish doing the neck, and then I can start connecting everything, all the electronics to it and so forth. There's a few other little crazy things that's been going on here in the studio. Well, this actually didn't happen in the studio. I brought this bowl from a second-hand shop in Wellington, and I thought, right, okay, I'll take it away camping and make a guitar. So I made this crazy looking guitar out of a bit of Manuka. It's got a big split down here, but hey, that's alright. You know, it's all about fun. It's all about, you know, trying to make things, trying to make sound. I'm struggling with the whole idea of just making a full-on acoustic guitar. At the moment, it's just sort of like I'm sort of tending towards electrics, which is fine. I will get there one day and make a full-on acoustic guitar. I don't know, you know, that's another part of the journey, so I'm looking forward to that. So this is made at while camping at Ruatiri. So I took some minimal tools, made the tuning pegs and a bit of the same bit of timber, a bit of what do you call it, Manuka. A few other jobs on the bench. This one here, it's an old blow dryer from the 1930s, 40s, and I'm going to make a 2-string fiddle out of that. Should be a bit of fun, that one. And the next one I'm going to make is I'm going to make something out of this. So I'm going to make a 1-string out of this. So I'm going to put a neck through the hole. Hey, what's it? You know, what is it going to sound like? You hook it up to electrics. Should sound fine. I don't know. The whole journey has got me into making my own tools. One of the recent one is a shave, spoke shave to get that nice little arch in the necks, and a purpose-built little mitre saw holders so I can cut the frets. Yeah, I've got an exhibition coming up, Space Gallery in Wanganui in April, and I'm looking for a bit of funding to pay for the show. It's you know, I'm going to take time off work to go and do this, but that's the love and joy of what I do, and I'll post up that link and some other links. I've got a Tumblr site with a whole lot of my instruments, and you'll be able to see the 4-string there, and a few other ones that I've made. Been experimenting with the space cello or the Yamaha, and so there's going to be a whole lot of other interactive instruments in the show that people can come and play, and that's during the first school holidays in Wanganui. So thank you for watching my video, and yeah, I look forward to giving some feedback. Cheers.